It was good, y'all. We have a size 6 Black Cement 3 from 1994 that we're going to be sole swapping. The midsole foam is so soft that I could just tear the midsole apart with my hands. I got these shoes dead stock back in 2018 on eBay, and I never touched them since for whatever reason. You can see how easily they tear apart. It's no bueno. One thing I noticed on this pair is there's a lot of factory glue all over the upper. There's nothing I could do about it since most of it's on the elephant print. And the elephant print is technically some type of suede. They just printed on the elephant print on top. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove as much of the crumbled midsole from the rubber sole. I'm going to tackle this by heating up the glue with the heat gun and scraping off the midsole with a spoon. Once I got most of the foam off, I'm going to clean up the soles with acetone and cotton balls. The way I'm going to remove the donors is I'm going to place a blow dryer inside of the shoes to heat up the glue from the inside. Once it gets hot enough, I'm going to pour in a little bit of acetone to eat up the glue. After I let it sit for 5 minutes, I just take the uppers apart easily. Now to separate the midsole from the outsole, I just need a small opening to put my acetone in. I'm going to use my heat gun to melt the glue a little bit. Once I've used enough heat, I'm going to pour a little bit of acetone around the toe and then pry it apart. After I get that opening, I'm just going to use acetone to eat up the glue, and if I need to, I'll use the heat gun again to help me melt the glue while the acetone eats it up. Here's the before and after of me removing the factory glue on the donors. Because if I'm going to reapply my new glue, I don't want it to bond to the factory glue. I want it to bond to the bare midsole. I'm going to heat up the glue with a blow dryer and just use acetone and cotton balls to remove as much of the glue as I can before I use my Dremel tool. You can use a heat gun if you want, but for me I just prefer using a blow dryer. I will do a full midsole repaint, so the first step is to strip the factory paint that's still left on the midsole. After I strip the paint, I'm going to trim the tip of the midsole since it doesn't fit exactly on the rubber sole. It's a little too long, so there's going to be some fitment issues if I don't do this. You have to remember that I'm using a newer midsole to replace the old one, and they don't make the midsoles exactly the same way they did before, so there are going to be some noticeable gaps if you look up close. And you can see the gap that I'm referring to at the front of the toe, and that's just unavoidable. The crazy thing is, the left midsole looks perfectly fine. Even though I've prepped the rubber sole already, I'm still gonna clean it with acetone and cotton balls, just so I have a nice clean surface when I apply my glue. You probably heard me say this a million times, but just in case for my newer viewers, I'm using barge cement super stick for my glue. I do let the glue cure for about 7 minutes. Once 7 minutes is up, I'm gonna reheat it again with a blow dryer. And this part is very crucial, only because the glue is very tacky. I have to make sure that the midsole and rubber sole line up perfectly while I bond them together. I am going to shape down the foam a bit since the uppers aren't sitting flush with the midsole. I'm going to use this heat disappearing pen to trace where the midsole meets the upper. I want to have a general idea on where to remove the factory glue, because it's hard to tell where the rubber toe cap will touch the elephant print, and this is because of the excess factory glue. When I'm taking the factory glue off the uppers, I'm using tape as a barrier, so when I use my acetone and cotton balls, it doesn't get on the elephant print. But you have to be careful to not use too much acetone because it could seep underneath the tape and get on the elephant print. You also want to be careful when you take off the tape because if you pull too fast, it will peel off the elephant print as well. I'm going to start airbrushing the midsoles. I'm going to put a white base coat on the midsole first, and then I'm going to make the midsoles look yellow to match the edge of the shoes. But I'm going to add different shades of yellowing to simulate what they would look like as if it were just sitting in the box. After I painted the midsoles, I'm going to add a clear coat to protect the paint from scratches. Now that we have our midsoles painted, it's time to glue the uppers back to the midsole. I'm going to glue the toe box first, then I'm going to glue the heel second, and then I'm going to do the sides last. I'm going to use the same method I did for the rubber sole and midsole onto the upper. So after I let the glue cure for about 10 minutes, I'm going to reheat it up with a blow dryer. And then while it's still tacky, I'm going to bond them together. I want to make sure that the reglue is solid, so I do try to separate the shoes on purpose to see if there's any weak spots. There's a little bit of separation at the very front, but I'm going to take care of that after the whole shoe is reglued. Now the last step is to restitch the toe box using a sewing awl. I'm glad I was able to get around to restoring this pair. I checked eBay to see how much people were selling these shoes for. Actually, I lied. I only saw the white cements, so that makes this black pair even more rare. And it's almost 4 times more as much as I paid for mine. I was missing one of the shoelaces, so I just put new ones from Lit Laces. If you guys want to buy laces for 15% off, use my code Manalo15 at checkout or click on the link below. And that's it for this restoration video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate every single like you guys give me, and subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yo, surprise. And because you guys watched this video till the end, I want to do a giveaway for you guys. I want to give away these black cement 3's. They're size 6, they're dead stock. You can keep them, sell them, do whatever you want with them. I can't tell you what to do. Not only will you get the black pair, but you'll also get the white pair. You'll get both the black and white cement 3s in a size 6. They're both from 1994. Let's be honest, it's probably older than some of you guys. All you have to do is comment on this video saying hashtag giveaway. And that's it. If you want 2 more entries, follow me on Instagram at johnandrew00 and comment on the white cement video hashtag giveaway for an extra entry. I'll put all of the links in the description. Good luck, you guys. Also, write down your Instagram so I know who follows me.